Hello. Tonight, or this morning, I'm going to talk to you about something that's very important to the national security of this United States of America. And it is called secure borders. But I'm not going to talk to you in some fancy legal language. I'm going to talk to you some plain, simple language, especially you people who are on the southern border, so that you know where I stand. I have no problem with immigration in this country and any group of people. But from the time of our very first president, John Hanson, to now, the security of our borders was a priority of the federal government. Unfortunately, today's federal government is as efficient as the security of our borders. That's going to come to an end. I will secure our borders to the point of where, if a Mexican jackrabbit wants to come into this country, it will have to apply for a visa. I'm not saying we won't give it. I am saying he's not getting into this country. An armadillo from the south will have to apply for a visa. Our history in this nation, a good hunk of it, that's not involved in a civil war or World War I or World War II, is involved in the securing of our borders. We used to call them frontiers. The securing of the borders of the United States of America. From the very first president of the United States of America. Even though we were even under the Articles of Confederation, which had very little power and authority, the borders were the responsibility of the federal government. Under the Constitution, the borders are the responsibility of the federal government. And as a constitutionalist, we will secure the borders. They will be secured to the degree that they were from the founding fathers of this nation. That's the only thing I can tell you. Am I going to build a 20-foot wall from end to end? Nope. But I'm going to build an impregnable wall. That I will build. Impregnable. What does that mean? Nothing gets through. They will have to come through where we permit. And only where we permit. People entering the nation will enter our nation properly, or not enter our nation at all. We are not going to lock out any one group or any one people. But the security of our borders must be maintained to the level that even a jackrabbit cannot cross the border without a visa. And it can be done. How will I do it, you may all ask. I'll tell you to go to your history books. Read your history. Part of the problem with our Congress is they don't believe in history. They got to do things different. They have to do things a new way, a more liberal way, an inefficient way, a way that does not work, so we can go reinventing the wheel over and over again and accomplish nothing. That's no longer tolerable. That's no longer acceptable. Congress will have to start learning to maintain the nation and quit trying to run the world. The security of the nation will be one of the utmost importance of Congress. I will task them, and I will lead, and I will ask for the assistance of California, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, on the northern border, Michigan, North Dakota, Montana, Washington, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, and every other state, including Alaska. But we will have secure borders. And depending on how the country on the other side maintains their borders will be the deciding factor on what we will do to maintain our borders. But they will be as secure and they will be as tight so that even a jackrabbit will have to get a visa to enter the United States of America. Never once did I say the jackrabbit cannot, but it will be secure to where if they don't come into this country legally, people won't come into this country. That will be done as set forth from the founding day of the United States of America. And it will be maintained and upkept. We have the ability, we have the equipment, we have the tools. We just need to utilize them in accordance with the Constitution and properly. So, that's my answer to secure borders. If you want to know how I'm going to do it, go to your history books. It's explained very, very simple there. It is in writing, and our borders shall be secured. It is the responsibility of this sovereign nation, federal government, and it's of the utmost that the people within our borders and our sovereignty can live enjoying the Constitution and all the rights and privileges, and not in fear of some warlord or some gang on the other side. This is JD. You have a nice day.